I'm not clingy, you're clingy. I started talking to this guy who lived in a different state than me while we were all in super quarantine mode. He would essentially FaceTime me every day just to chat. Once things loosened up, he came to visit me 4 hours away. It was great. And the following week, I drove to him and stayed a week. He then announced that he would be moving to my very city and asked me for tips, good neighborhoods, proximity to my place when looking for apartments. When he finally came to look for a place, he invited me to look with him. He moves in, and the following week, he invites me on a 14-hour road trip. I go. It was great, besides a minor argument over the fact that I didn't see a speed bump in the road and he has a nice car and was pissed. Last week, he completely ghosted me for 2 days, which really freaked me out because he usually talks to me once a day if we're not together. The following day, he calls me to tell me that I've been too clingy from the start and I'm suffocating him and dramatic and annoying. I had texted him only once and called him only once as to specifically avoid being clingy. Anyways, it's been a week since I even texted him, but he sent me memes on IG and will send me TikToks. While drunk and not drunk, he's mentioned that he wants to marry me and wants to have children with me and how I'm a great girlfriend. What do you think is happening here? Phil, do you have any thoughts?
Wow, there's a lot of it's like if you ask someone like what way someone went and they go like it went like this way and like the cartoon. Yeah. There's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
First off, when she said she wasn't being clingy, she was deliberately not being clingy. I feel like that's someone who's maybe been accused of being clingy in the past. You know, for her to think that.
Well, I would think that, and just based on the emails I get on this show, being clingy is like a fear for a lot of women.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like being too much or being clingy or being, overly, I think this is a very female thing, but also like a very, I understand the fear in any gender, but I think like, women kind of get the baggage of being accused of such a thing. And whether it's true or not.
Because I don't know if I've ever accused anyone of being too clingy. So I can't really relate that. But what would freak me out going back is if I hung out with someone twice and I've done that where you just like, I'm going to come. And then I've had amazing weekends. You know what I mean? I've had a couple amazing weekends. I would be so tripped out if that person just out of the blue was like, oh, now I'm moving to your town. That would really freak me out.
To me, it's funny that you said, like, none of this makes sense. It goes in every direction.
Yeah.
It's this way and that way. And to me, when that's the case, that means someone is personally confused and using you to get through their shit to try and figure out their direction. Like, she is as much a stepping stool as she is a person in this scenario to him. Like, I think what he's doing is using her to figure out his own life. Like to go to a city with someone you met over FaceTime 4 hours away and then be like, can you show me apartments? Can you show me this? And then go, you're being too clingy? No. That's not the case.
No, because I mean, clingy, I guess maybe I don't really fully the clingy thing, but I would be so tripped out. I would be thrilled if I met someone texting or whatever DM and they're going to come visit me. That's a romantic, amazing weekend. I'm sure it's so fun. And then if that worked out and then you go see them and that's great. And then the road trip, I mean, if you can drive 14 hours and only have one fight with someone, you know what I mean? That's pretty good. But the only thing that would freak me out is the move. If the person then moved to my city, I would, unless when I first met them, they were like, so weird you live in Cincinnati, I'm planning on moving there. But if it's out of the blue, that's crazy.
I think part of that is that this guy has no idea what he wants, and she gave him a more comfortable landing spot. The most telling part of this email to me is that he says that she's suffocating him and dramatic and annoying, and then she didn't text him and then only called once to avoid being clingy. And then anyways, it's been a week since I've texted him, but he's sent me memes on IG and sends me TikToks. When someone essentially dumps you and then continues to send you memes and TikToks, that is someone who's afraid of being lonely, that doesn't know what they want. They know. Phil, you've been in these situations before where it's a long distance thing, and maybe have you ever been with someone who's like moved to you or moved towards you, or you've moved towards them?
I've been in a situation where someone has no, I haven't, and maybe it's like a commitment thing for me. I've been in many long distance relationships, and I really like my situation that I have in New York, and just doing shows and all that stuff. So I would fear that would infringe on that.
See, well, that's kind of the point I'm getting to, and I appreciate you saying that, because to me what happened in this situation is this guy wrote a check that he couldn't afford to cash. So this guy moved to the new city, had her come out with him to look at the places. It was all fun and games. And then he was like, oh shit, I owe this person now. I am now with this person. I am now in a relationship with this person. So he blamed her for him leading the way. He did an asshole thing. And then he was like, and now that it's not like he broke up with her and then was like, see ya. Like, that's a different type of asshole. To me, the type of asshole here, he broke up with her and then is like, in his lonely moments, he's like, hey, check out this meme. And it's like, get out of here, dude. You're obviously lonely, and you're obviously, this whole thing got ahead of you. Like the 14-hour car trip doesn't tell me that he likes you more. It just tells me that he enjoys your company. And then he had to deal with there's consequences to taking you on the 14-hour car ride that he never thought of.
Yeah, I mean, all that stuff isn't reality. Coming to there for the week isn't reality. Isn't reality. But I think
you're right, because the minute it became reality, he goes, whoa, pretty clingy. It's like the minute it came to like, hey, so what are you doing Tuesday? It was like, whoa, this ain't no car ride across the country.
Yeah, or like, I assume we're gonna hang out Tuesday. Then he was out. But I think also, and I've had friends like this that are like, get freaked out and run. I mean, it could have been how well they got along that tripped him out, because then he's like, oh shit, now this is real, Well,
that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of people that write into this show and they're like, I don't want to scare them away. And it's like, nobody gets scared away by you. They get scared away by the responsibility of the relationship.
Yeah.
It's like he's not being like, oh shit, how did I end up with this bitch? It's like, oh shit, how did I end up on an assumed Tuesday hangout? Yeah. And it's like, you did this. You FaceTime every day. You invite her on the car trip. You did the 1 week trip. She came with you house shopping. And then he's like, I don't think he thought that maybe one at a time he was like, oh, this is a good thing. We're doing this. But he never combined them together. And I think the minute he did is when he bolted.
Yeah, I think you nailed it when you said this is a person that doesn't know what they want.
Absolutely not.
The logical progression was the assumed Tuesday hang. That was the only thing that made sense. Was after the trip, after he moved there, obviously they're going to hang out Tuesday. And the thing that made the most sense is where he was like, oh, this is crazy. I'm out. It didn't make sense to move there after 2 days. You know what I mean?
Don't forget to like the video you just watched. I have many more. Subscribe to the channel right now. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, you fool. There's even a bell you can click to. Now you've got your week set Monday through Friday. I'm here for you.